Hello, it's Rick again. Thought I would take a few minutes and show you how I installed the swivel that's on this Astro van seat here. Luck had a lot to do with it. I had read a lot on the forums on Astro.com, where several people, after they installed the swivel on top of the base, the seat was too high. And some people had made their own base, and others had cut the base down. Some just lived with it. I didn't want to just live with it. So I went ahead and ordered the swivel and figured I'd figure that out once I got it. In the meantime, I had been doing a search for Astro van seats with arms on them. And one came up, 2 Astro van seats with arms, bases, $20 for the pair, not a piece, and just a couple minutes down the street. So I thought, all right, that's pretty cool. So I went on down the street, picked them up, and the first thing I noticed when I picked them up was that the base was shorter than the ones on the front. And these are second row Astro van seats. So I thought that would probably solve my problem on installing this swivel. So I got it back, got everything apart, started checking everything out, and sure enough, it was a little bit shorter. Plus it had spacers on it that I could remove. So I removed those spacers and installed the swivel, and it worked out great. So right now I'll go ahead and show you a short clips of photos of how I did it and kind of explain what I did to get to that point. Okay, in this first photo you can see the Craigslist base on the far side and the factory base on the front side. Well, I guess they're both factory, but the one furthest away is the one I got off Craigslist. Again, the one on the left came from Craigslist. The one on the right was the one that was in the van to start with. In this one you can see the swivel attached to the Craigslist base. I matched the hose up in the back with that came from the factory on the swivel and the base, and the front of the swivel I had to drill holes, and front of the base I had to drill holes. There's red arrows pointing to where the holes were drilled. Here I had to drill holes in the front of the seat. I used the factory holes in the back of the seat. So what I did was I kind of dry fitted everything together, put bolts in all the backs, and then used a marker to mark where I was going to drill my holes on the front. And I did this with the seat, the swivel, and the new base. Here you can see the new holes in the front of the base. Here the swivel's on without the nuts tighten it down, but you can see I used the factory bolts in the back and the bolts that came to swivel in the front. Here I've tightened the nuts down, and it's snug and pretty much ready to go at that point. I did notice that if you spun the swivel it would hit them bolts, so I had to take a saw, the metal cutting blade, and cut the bolts off right at the nuts. This way it wouldn't interfere with the swivel spinning around. And at that point it was just as simple as putting the bolts in the seat and bolting the base into the van. Well, that was it. Wasn't that hard. Only took me about 2 hours to do the whole thing, and I'm real happy with it. It turns easy. I don't think it's high at all. I took a picture straight from the side, and this seat and that seat there looks identically the same height, so it worked out really great. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this little essay on how to install a swivel in a van seat, if you want to call it that. Have a good one. Bye.